at the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he fields it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. To the air, it's Mateer. Moves out of the pocket. Aggressive call on the opening play. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powering through. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Canes are going to take advantage of this red zone trap. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about. Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. They draw first blood in this national title game. A tremendous start for this offense, right down the field, into the end zone, handling the moment, executing in this national championship game. And both coaches told us the importance of a start in this big game.
Well, you can't have a better start than you had right there. And we talk about momentum all the time. We talk about rhythm all the time. There is no better way to establish both of those than an early score. Terrific job of game planning and then execution by the...
Can he make it? Touchdown, Central Michigan. He's going to score.
What a weapon he is in the return game. I tell you, when he gets one little seam, you can see the explosiveness and the speed. He found it, he's got the vision, and he takes it all the way back for 6.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Defense is coming after him. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to always make your offense right. And here, the coverage unit did such a good job. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet the quarterback just makes the offense.
Got an opening here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
It's knocked away. Incomplete. Fourth down now.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film. How many times?
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down at their own end of the field. Trying for a fourth down completion. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Fighting off the defender. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Good enough for first down yardage.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Makes a quick catch. Oh, they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1. Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Chippewas.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You've got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Using his legs, it's Benjamin. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. Getting set, here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Man, what a threat it is to have a tight end that can have this type of ability after the catch. Normally we see these big tight ends that can use their body and match up against players over the middle of the field. But here the athleticism after the catch to take it the distance for a touchdown. That is impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Getting set to kick the ball off now. From inside the 15-yard line and bringing it out. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Looking to throw. It's Rayner. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, I love it when a play caller is putting the game in the hands of his playmakers, and he's clearly doing that with this quarterback and the guys surrounding the quarterback. He is such a good reader of defenses, and he plays on time. He throws the ball accurately.
Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. He runs it into the end zone.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line now. Second rushing touchdown of the game, and I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Canes. Strong game by this quarterback.
It's way too easy of a touchdown for this offense. Just an easy throw on the outside on the fly route. Clearly, there's been a breakdown in coverage. They've got to fix this. Nobody should be that open down the field.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Turn starts inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Back to pass. It's Rayner. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is just thrown away clearly. Grounding, and here comes the penalty mark. Second down and very long now. The intentional grounding penalties typically cost them. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on second, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. So 2nd and 6 now. We pick up 4 on first. Grab behind the line. It's Finley. Oh, and he's in the clear now. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3. And the Chippewas line it up with 1st and goal. Still going. Can he get there? Oh, they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1. 2nd down and goal. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Chris, you cannot take that sack Second and goal inside the 3. You went from a two-way go as an offense, being able to run or pass, to now on third down, it's an obvious passing situation. If the defense wants to go nickel, they can certainly do that here. I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back, it's Mateer. The pressure's on. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh. They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. So not much in the two previous plays. Sets up now a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
What a great throw by this quarterback and a great read as well. You see the tight end, he's open down the field, and he just gives him the ball on time and on target. He's able to take it into the end zone. I'll tell you what, these tight ends that can play, in particular down the field, they are such a weapon, and you can see why. That is a matchup nightmare for the defense.
Automatic in the PAT. The offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Dropping back, it's Rayner. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now a timeout called by the offense. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid game to set up 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. An explosive play for this passing game, and now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. You got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field. But if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe with this ball.
And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is just solid coverage in the back end, and they told us that they were going to be aware of these deep shots. They knew that they were going to get some aggressive calls from this offense, and here it shows up early in this game. But again, the coverage is sound. And what I love about him is their ability to track these routes deep down the field. Trying to take a shot, and the coverage is there.
And the Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. He's running out of time here. Oh, quick pressure, and down he goes.
That is not how you want to start this drive. Other than turning it over, that's about the worst thing that can happen. Now they're way behind the chains, and they're off schedule. And, Chris, at this point, you're looking to maybe get half of this back. The only thing that you should be trying to do on this second down play call is get to a position where you've got third and manageable to try to move the sticks.
And he cannot make the catch over the middle on the crossing route. He's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking to scramble. Close to the tight end. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And now they run the draw play. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is what makes this defensive tackle so good. The ability to rush the quarterback from the interior. And here, even on play action, he's able to destroy the blocks in front of him, get into the backfield, and get to the quarterback. Big fella doing work.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment.
Well, what we're seeing right here is the difference between throwing the football when you want to versus throwing the football when you have to. It's third and long. The defense knows you're going to drop back and pass, and they've got their eyes all over the quarterback. He makes a poor decision, and they make him pay. Beautiful job by this secondary. They're able to attack the football and get the ball back for their offense.
Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then
it's caught, and he's got a lane. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. The Chippewas come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Dropping back, it's Rayner looking for his big tight end. He's picked for a third time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception. Oh, it's another mistake from this quarterback as he's trying to get his team back in the game. That's costly, Joel.
So costly. Clearly trying to force it down the field, trying to get all of this back in one throw. But as we know, Chris, comebacks are like puzzles. It's one piece at a time. You can't get it all back with one throw. And if he continues to force it, he'll continue to make these mistakes.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. On the ground, it's Benjamin. He's got space. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. As we take a break for the quarter, it's Miami on top. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. When you're ahead of the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage. Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
Leaning on the run game here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance. And this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this, run the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. Touchdown, Miami. They connect for 6. Another huge play on the ultimate stage for this quarterback. He's been a great leader by example all season long. Now get fitted for that championship ring.
Chris, as a quarterback, you prepare for a game like this of this magnitude. And this is an absolute dream performance, as well as he could have played. He's been a great leader. He's done everything right. And I got to say, this guy has been such a joy to cover. What a season. Congratulations. He's going to be
on the move. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
You just can't kick the ball to him. This is like Devin Hester all over again. That ball has got to start going out of bounds. I don't care where it goes, but you can't kick it to him. Second return for a touchdown on the day. His speed and his electric ability in the open field is second to none. As soon as he hits the seam, he's gone.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, when you're down here near the goal line for these 2-point plays, the field is so condensed, and the timing becomes more difficult for the quarterback. They just can't connect here on this pass.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Oh, and that's a poor kick, goes out of bounds. They just get the lead in the touchdown and now give a gift to the opposing offense. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I was telling you all week how impressed I was with these linebackers, and they're showing it right here. Look at them get into the backfield immediately, and a quick stop, beautiful tackle. I'll tell you what, they are popping some pads right now.
Bringing pressure. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Outstanding coverage in the back end. They play nickel defense here at a defensive back, and this coverage is marvelous. There's really nowhere to go with the football, and because of that, you can tell this quarterback patting the football, holding it in the pocket.
He's looking deep here. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
I cannot believe he made that decision with the lead in the fourth quarter in the national championship game. That might be the worst throw of his whole season. And now you've got a chance to go down and win this thing. There has not been a bigger drive this year than this one. Can the defense hold? Is this quarterback going to cement his legacy as one of the true greats in college football?
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Looking downfield, it's Rayner. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Just one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those three together.
With the ball is loose, who can recover? And they get their own fumble back. Time's running out, but they still have a chance. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Chippewas with 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Excellent catch, but he doesn't get a foot down inbounds. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. That would have sealed the victory. Does bring up 3rd down.
Well, here we go, Chris. One snap for the game. And remember, as a defense, you got to bat this ball down to the ground. If it gets tipped up into the air, that's the exact way you lose this thing.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's a touchdown to win a national championship.
That is an incredible play from this offense. Great throw from the quarterback. Credit the wide receiver for getting himself open down the field. Huge play.